What's up, y'all? It's your boy Niner Faithful. How's everybody doing? No, everyone is having a legendary day. It's excited. Big shout out to my people at 408 South Bay Swag for the t-shirt. But yeah, before we get started today, of course we're gonna review Niners Yams. But before we get started with that, I want to remind everybody to listen to the end of the show to get a special 10% coupon code off for the faithful, by the faithful, t-shirts, sweatshirts, and long sleeves available at ninerfaithfulradio.com/shop. Get your officially licensed Niner gear by using our affiliate link. Not only do you save 10%, but you also help out the show. The link will be available in the video or podcast description of this episode, or you can see it scroll across your screen right now. Go to seatgiant.com, use the promo code NinerFaithfulRadio to save on all concert, theater, and sporting event tickets, as well as help out the show. You can, of course, go to NinerFaithfulRadio.com/subscribe to see everywhere you can subscribe to the podcast, as well as follow us on social media on Facebook, Instagram, and Tumblr at NinerFaithfulRadio, and Twitter at NinerFaithfulR. Let me see. We got a comment. We comment. Hey, my brother. Nice to see you. Nice to see you as always, too, Victor. With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, faithful of all ages, it's time to start the show.
Montana steps up, throws.
Big shout out to the Queenie for bringing me dinner right now. She is a perfect, beautiful woman. But before we get started, there is some Niner news that we have to go over to. The practice windows have officially been opened for safety Jaquiski Tartt and linebacker Jared Greenlaw. Shanahan, of course, has said that they both will play if healthy. But with both players, he said that it sounded like more with Aziz Al-Shair. It sounds like he's going to be the starter. He said he finds it very hard for Jerry Greenlaw to come in, especially this week, and do enough to basically bench Aziz Shair, considering how he's been playing. As far as Will, linebacker, is concerned, I think that Jerry Greenlaw will get on the field because, our three best linebackers on the team are Fred Warner, Aziz Al-Shair, and Jerry Greenlaw. And so it'd be a disservice to the defense if you didn't find a way to get all three of those linebackers on the field. Maybe not for every snap. Obviously, we're going to play mostly a nickel. But you would be doing a disservice to the football team. Oh, wow. We got more comments. I'm slacking in my Mac today. Spartacus, what's up, baby? I'm doing legendary, brother. Anytime you wake up 5-time Super Bowl champions, a legendary day. How you doing, brother? How's everything going over on your end of the empire? But good to see you. Thank you for joining us. I should say joining me. But I think that also it sounded like it might be I don't want to say by committee, but both Talanoa Hufanga and Jaquiski Tartt will play if Jaquiski Tartt is healthy and active. But Kyle Shanahan was very clear about how Jaquiski Tartt isn't just going to assume the starting role. He says he really likes how Talanoa Hufanga has been playing. And I love it. I love this pick. I love the pick of Talanoa Hufanga. Really, let's be real. for the most part, he's going to probably be the most significant contributor on defense this year, at least. Obviously, players are going to make plenty of contributing to special teams. And according to Matt Bayoko, he said he would be very surprised if Aaron Banks isn't close to upsetting or upseating uh, Daniel Brunskill as a starting right guard. So there's that, of course. But before we got into that, I think I don't know, it's just beautiful to watch the highlights. But I think that we were 1 for 2 on fourth downs. Going back into this, I don't know how you feel, Nutter Media. I know that you're going to go ahead and give us your comments and your opinion, but it's Kyle Shanahan wanted to be very careful about speaking about some type of in the yams heads or anything like that. But I mean, there's got to be something, because I mean this is the best performance we've given. Man, I mean, did one like I'm trying to think of a better performance that we've had the last 2 seasons besides the yams in both seasons. For the team, I want to play better the rest of the season. Yeah, of course. It's like I was telling my girlfriend while we were door dashing today. I completely agree with you. As I said, this game did feel like 2019. I'm not going to say it fully felt like 2019 because I don't think the defense had as dominating performance as in 2019. And I don't feel that the pass rush was quite at 2019 level. But I think I do agree with you that it did feel a little like 2019. And I think it's probably definitely by far some aspects. Yeah, of course. I fully agree with you. There was some that running game. The running game was so 2019. It wasn't even funny. Really the only thing I felt was probably the D-line. I don't feel the D-line took over that game like in 2019. Yeah, exactly. The D-line pressure doesn't feel the same. I think that we can give that 2019 goodbye. I don't think that we're gonna get a D-line like that again. Just because, yeah, we won't get into it, but we all know who's missing. But I would believe that's probably as close as 2019 we're going to get as a football team. I completely agree with you when you talk about the consistency as a team. I told my girl, I said, look, 500 teams or sub 500 teams, you literally can't get 500 anymore. They go out and lose Sunday. And that's just what a 500 football team does. A playoff team will win Sunday. And I think that's what I'm focusing more about is, okay, cool, we saw it. It was awesome. It was legendary beating the Yams on Monday night. Anytime you beat LA, it's a great night. Now let's go do it again. Let's consistently do it. Let's build some momentum. I mean, I know that everybody's kind of been looking at the next 5 games. So you got the Jags, the Vikings, Falcons. Hold on. I know I had it. So next 5 is what? I'm going to pull it up right now. So we've got next 5 is Jags, Vikings, Seahawks, Bengals, and Falcons. Those are 5 very winnable games. I mean, okay, maybe the Bengals you might say is a little tough. Seahawks are obviously a divisional opponent, Vikings. But I feel that I don't want to say which one we get. Let me see. Sometimes say your Vikings are up and down. Depends on which one we get. Same with the Bengals. And that's what I feel. I think we can beat the Vikings. If we can put pressure on Cousins. I feel that if we sit there and allow him to pick us apart or don't pressure him at any consistent rate, then yeah, Kirk Cousins can sling that rock. You feel me? And so it's definitely not something that I'm going to take lightly. I expect us to win. Honestly, I don't want to say 5-0 just because this football team hasn't earned the right for me to say. I just keep going valuing. I just don't want why they keep on undervaluing the secondary. I mean, my biggest problem. I'm not. They're going to tell you that they didn't undervalue the secondary because they went and spent 2 picks this year on the secondary, 3 picks if you really think about it. I agree with you that they undervalue it. Yeah, no. My biggest problem is I felt they addressed it. I was disappointed with the Aaron Banks pick. Now, maybe I'm just saying that because he hasn't contributed yet this year. If he was starting and dominating or, in conversation with Rookie of the Year, then we wouldn't complain. My thing about it was not getting it in the second round, because my biggest issue with them undervaluing the secondary is it allowed them to depend on Jason Verrett. And while I was not mad that we re-signed Jason Verrett, I was all about that 1-year contract with him. I was all about that life. But even I said, like, look, we can't go out there. Yeah, exactly. We just couldn't go out there with expecting Jason Verrett to play 17 games. Now, fine, I understand. None of us expected him to tear his ACL week 1. So, fine, but you couldn't do that. And so now we're in the position. Now, we could back up depth so those guys can be starters. To back it up with depth so those guys can be starters. Yeah, exactly. I agree with you. So, but I don't feel like the secondary has been a part of the problem. I don't feel the secondary has been the problem, if that makes any sense. Yes, the secondary has been part of the issue. Those DPIs and holding penalties and everything have fucking killed us. Have killed us all year. But I just don't feel like any game we walked in and we're like, yeah, we lost this game because of the secondary. Maybe some penalties. But I just don't feel like our secondaries just got so toasted that, I mean, the Arizona game. But the whole team played bad the Arizona game. That was just a poor overall performance. So I really need to see that consistency. Going back to what I was saying before, I really want to see that consistency. I want to see us, I'm not going to say go 5-0, but I want to see us play 5 good games. These next 5. Yeah, of course, you would love to go 5-0. I think the most I would accept for any type of talk of playoff or anything would be 3-2. And that might be a little... obviously, ideally, I think the best scenario would be 4-1. 3-2, I think we could still do it. 2-3, get out of here. You're a 500 football team, or basically around 500 football team. If we go 2-3 the next 5, I think we can go 4. I think we can too. If we play consistent football, if we play 5 like we did Monday night, honestly, I think we can go 5-0. But I don't think we will play like that for the next 5 games. I think we'll play like that in stretches. I expect us to come out fine Sunday. The one that really worries me is the Bengal one. That's the one I'm issue about. We'll worry about the next 5, because if you can go, if you could go 4-1, you're looking at, if you can go 4-1, you're looking at 8-6. And then at that point in time, 8-6, you got 3 games left. 11-6, 10-7. I think that's totally possible. Look, if 10-7, if we control the clock with those teams, we win, especially the ones that have been up and down. Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. Is I feel that we play 49er football. There's not a team that can stop us. I don't. The way we played on Monday, I think that I would have put us against any team executing at that level, both offensively and defensively. It's very simple. Like I told my assistant manager on Tuesday morning, I said, I think we have to do Monday versus for the Titans to win. Yeah, no, that's we've got to control it. Oh man, I don't want to even think about that one right now. I don't want to think about Chris Johnson. I don't want to think about Derrick Henry. I don't want to think about that right now. On a short week, oh Lord Jesus, I'm just really honestly, I'm just praying for health. I'm honestly really just praying to get out of that game healthy. That's my real goal. Oh, he's hurt. I didn't know he was hurt. Oh, thank the Lord. Okay, I didn't know he was hurt. See, shows you how much I pay attention. Um, that's a huge blessing to the Niners. Yeah, he's been on IR. Okay, yeah, that's a huge blessing. I mean, obviously, you got to deal with Julio. Um, but we'll deal that coming down the stretch. But yeah, 4-1. I think 4-1. I'm ecstatic. 4-1. I put us right in the playoff push. I mean, let me go ahead and we'll look to wrap this up here in a couple minutes. But and NFC playoff picture. So let me see. I know we're not in, but let me see. So 7. Yeah, boom. We're tied with Minnesota. And only one back of the Panthers. That's a. We're in there. This is. We really. Yeah, definitely. You know what? Hit me up on Insta, and we'll try to get you on either Monday, either Sunday morning or Sunday night for the post game. We'll try to do, or Sunday afternoon. We'll try to do something or figure out something, bro. We'll have to figure out something. But we'd love to have you on the show again, like we did for the draft. Hit me up tomorrow because tonight after this, I gotta roll smoke a cigarette, and it's probably gonna be time for us to go to bed. Girlie and I have to get up early tomorrow for work. But yeah, I think that Sunday's gonna tell us a lot. So excellent win to wrap this up. I'm ecstatic the way the Niners played. I told y'all, those who watched the pregame show, there was I told y'all that I had a feeling that we were going to get it done. And man, I'm okay with Daniel Brunskill if he just chooses to like play mediocre the rest of the year, but he just chooses to kick ass against Aaron fucking Donald. Then man, I'm never gonna say a bad word about Daniel Brunskill if that's how he plays. I'm okay. Matter of fact, let's just start him 2 games a year. You know, but all right, y'all. We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna run this ad on Twitch real quick, and we'll be back in 3 minutes. I think y'all could probably still see me on Facebook, and YouTube. So y'all just have to bear with me for the next 3 minutes. He needs to play like that every game. Everybody needs to play like that every game. I think I want to have you on an off-season show, bro, because there's some big picture stuff I want to talk to you about. And these shows are pretty much, I review the game, kind of look forward shows, but there's some off-season stuff that I want to get into you with. Because I think this is a huge offseason for the Niners. I think this is a real big offseason. Because I'm feeling the next 2 years when we have to make a significant push. I believe the next 2 years are probably the best opportunity we're going to have probably have the best football team we have. At least as Trey Lance is our quarterback. After the next 2 years, we're going to have some difficulty keeping some players around. Um, I don't even want to think about having to choose between Debo and Ayuk. I mean, obviously, right now you're gonna of course choose Debo, but I don't want to necessarily see Brandon Ayuk. Um, I don't want to necessarily see Brandon Ayuk leave the Niners, although Jalen Ramsey pretty much shut him down. I mean, Jalen Ramsey was there's that third quarter. I believe it was the third quarter. I mean, what he had that two back-to-back pass breakups, and I believe he had a run stop that I think it was all in one drive in the third quarter, if not like a couple drives. But he was. Ooh, Mama went to the Niner Museum today. Hold on, I want to share my share the news feed. I want to share this to my news feed. Um, so I just shared it on Facebook. My bad, y'all. How much longer do we have? All right, we're back. So, just want to thank everybody for tuning in. Hit me up tomorrow on Instagram. We're gonna go ahead and remind everybody to get your officially licensed Niner gear by using our affiliate link. You not only save 10%, but it really does help out the show. The link is available in the description, or you see it scrolling across your screen. I'm sorry, this way. Across the screen right now. Go to SeatGiant.com. Use the promo code NinerFaithfulRadio to save on all your theater, concert, and sporting event tickets, as well as help out the show. Go to NinerFaithfulRadio.com/subscribe to see everywhere you can find the show. Follow us on social media on Instagram, Facebook, and Tumblr at Niner Faithful Radio, and on Twitter at Niner Faithful R. And lastly, thank you everyone for just thank you as promised. This week's 10% code for the Faithful by the Faithful t-shirts is not BLA, it's Jag Killer. 10% excludes on all sale items. Code expires midnight the 22nd. Thank y'all for tuning in to Niner Faithful Review. I shall see y'all probably Friday, either tomorrow or Friday, for Niner Faithful Radio preview. Till then, I'm going to say faith, love, and happiness. Faith, love, and happiness. Go Niners.
Montana steps up, throws.
See ya.